Hi guys. So let's do a little recap. I got up at 6 in the morning, give or take 15 minutes. We slept at a really good rest area outside of Santa Fe last night because they had no reasonable rooms. They had no hostel. And they don't have truck stops within miles, 30, 40 miles on either side. But some security guy clued me in on the rest stop that it was only on the east side of the 25 South. So I would have to pass it, get off, and come back a few miles, which worked out well because this place was great. I'm not a big rest stop guy at all. I don't mind truck stops by a long stretch. I do gloves, I do TAs, I do them all. I sleep overnight. But this rest stop had to have 40, 50 cars, not including trucks and RVs and things. And they had great bathrooms, great grills set up by picnic tables. It was the real deal. That said, we got up early and we rolled into Santa Fe to beat the crowd. So I went to the plaza, and I love Santa Fe. I've been there numerous times and spent some significant time there. I got to see some great stuff, show you the plaza a little bit, show you the Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi. That in itself was gorgeous. And a little bit of the town and the neighborhoods and things like that. I even got to buy some pieces off the natives at the Palace of the Governors. So again, don't forget, when you're out there, great, check out the art shops, the jewelry shops, check it all out. But buy from the natives. That's who they buy from. And then they jack the prices up 1,000%. The jewelry the natives sell, it's handmade. They make it themselves. They have to be one, licensed. They have to have a permit through the city or the state, I don't remember, Santa Fe or the state, to sell on the plaza there. Additionally, they have to have their trademark on each piece, their stamp made by, or some type of, one of the pieces I bought has a yellow pearl, a white pearl bead, and that's her stamp, an older lady. I picked up 2 sets of earrings for my daughter and my granddaughter, handmade by Navajo women, 2 elderly women. And then we pushed on, man. We pushed on and went on to the, I figured we'd hit up, take the back road, 14 South to 40 West, because I hate Albuquerque. I love Albuquerque, but I hate driving through it. So when you take the 25 South, you run into 40 at Albuquerque, and then you got to go through all the changes and get out 40 West. I came down 14 and went through the Turquoise Trail, and I was always wanting to do it, and I never had. Let me tell you this, if you're out here, do the 50-mile Turquoise Trail. It'll change everything you see about New Mexico. The Turquoise Trail is simply unbelievable. It's just, you drive in and you think of the nature and the beauty and the scenery, and then you start hitting the shops. You hit Cerrillo. Cerrillo's old school, way old west. People live there. It's a working town. It goes back 200 years. Then you push on to Madrid. And Madrid, forget it. The artists there are incredible. I met a great guy named Steven. I bought a few pieces off him for a friend. But it's just so much there. They're so full. They're full of the art, and it has so much to offer. The religious aspect, the Catholicism, and the spirituality that just fills that whole area. You can tell how it started, who brought it there, the history. Every corner you turn, there's more history. Driving on past Madrid, I hit up a church that I always wanted to go to, a 200-year-old plus church. Think about that, over 200 years old. The Basilica of St. Francis Assisi, different than the one in Santa Fe. So St. Francis is a big deal out here. the church came with the cemetery. There's a whole piece on it on my page, on my channel. You got to check that out. I mean, if you got problems with religion, you're going to be like, these people lived out here and did this, and they still got up every day and did and believed and had faith. And even if you're not a religious person, you're spiritual. You see this place, it's just simply unbelievable. It'll change you. It'll change your day. It'll change your week. And then you push on. I went through some other towns, some great places, and then I hit up 40 West, and it saved me. 40 West blew straight through Albuquerque. Little traffic, but I didn't have to deal with all the madness. And Albuquerque's a great town. It just wasn't for this trip. It's a great time. I've been there many times. The traffic's crazy. People drive nuts. Make no mistake. Albuquerque is not for the mild. You could also take Route 66 through Albuquerque. A lot slower. A lot of people don't take it. But in any case, now we're at Love's Truck Stop, just west of Albuquerque, about 15 miles. I know this place well. Gassed up. Gonna cool off a little. I may or may not get something. Flagstaff's about 300 miles. I'm gonna push on. I'm gonna try and make Flagstaff tonight. Let me tell you this, when I came out of the Turquoise Trail, it was about 92 degrees. When I turned onto 40 West, it shot up to 102. By the time I got through Albuquerque, it was 107, 108. And it still is. It went down to 102. I don't mind the heat, the dry desert heat. I'll take it any day over humidity. But man, it will shoot up. It is hot. Make sure you got a lot of water. Make sure your car's running. Get up in the morning when it's cooled off. Check your coolant. Check your oil, just to be safe. You got to be on top of your game driving through these kind of places, particularly the desert and even the mountains. But just, like I said, be on top of your game. And we're going to push on. I'm going to lock it down for tonight. And then I'll talk to you tomorrow. It'll be another day. And we're going to do a whole lot more in Seymour. I'm already getting, it's been 4 or 5 days into it. Feeling relaxed now. You come out here and you make a lot of choices and a lot of decisions. And that's partially what this trip is about. But it's, I'm less worried about stuff. I'm just doing wherever the wind takes me, I'm going. Wherever the map says to go, I'm going. Speaking of maps, my trusty road atlas, don't be without it. Have a new one, have a recent one. Yeah, GPS is great, but it doesn't work in a lot of places. You get no reception, and GPS is useless. Always have a map. Atlas, for sure. Preferably a motor carrier's atlas. The ones the truckers use. It'll tell you how high bridges are. It will tell you every single road, back road you can imagine. But anyway, we'll talk more about that later. I'm checking out, and I will see you tomorrow. All right?